Hello everyone and welcome back to Post Network Academy. I am Bindeshwar and today we are continuing our data science and AI lecture series. In this session, we are going to explore the OGAIV or cumulative frequency curve, which is a powerful tool in data analysis for understanding cumulative distributions. And for more resources, you can visit website www.postnetwork.co, YouTube channel, Post Network Academy Facebook page and LinkedIn page. Now, what is Yogai curve? So, before we get into the Yogai curve, let us start by understanding what cumulative frequency means. So cumulative frequency is simply the running total of frequencies up to a certain class interval or category in a data set. By adding up frequencies as we move through the data, we can gain insights into the distribution and accumulation of values within the data set. And in early videos, in previous videos I have used to calculate median or quartile or percentiles. So why do we use an OGAIV? So OGAIV curve, also known as cumulative frequency curve, is a graphical tool used in statistics. And why use? It shows the cumulative frequency distribution of a data set. The curve is created by plotting cumulative frequencies against the upper boundary of each class interval. Here I will like to point out this one. Upper boundary, if you use that method, is called less than method. And if lower boundary, so that would be called upper, you can say the greater than method of a class interval. So I am using less than method and they are almost similar. So connecting these points to form a rising curve, because frequencies will be accumulating. Now key features of the OGAIV curve. What are key features? So visualize cumulative totals in a data set. It helps in estimating percentiles, medians and other summary statistics. A steeper slope indicates a higher frequency in that interval. So frequency will suddenly change if there is, you can say, there is steeper slope. What are applications of the OGAIV curve? So commonly used in data analysis to quickly understand data distribution. Now let us take an example and understand how to plot it. So I have taken a table. So first column I have taken marks in range. So 0 to 10, there is example, number of students, frequency, marks less than. I have taken less than method, and in less than method we will take upper limit. And first frequency is 7, so in cumulative frequency also we will write 7. And you can see the graph where first instance is plotted. That means marks less than 10 and then y-axis, that is 7. Next see that 20, marks less than 20 and cumulative frequency is 17. So you can see that. Third one 30 and 40. So you can see that line is connected. Thereafter 91. So suddenly you can see that. So steeper slope, because frequency is, you can say that, moved from 40 to 91. That means there are 51. 51 frequency, you can see that also. So thereafter there is a gap of 6. So not very steeper but almost the same. Thereafter 100. So very less slope is there. So you can see that you can analyze the data distribution. This is one of the method rather than frequency, polygon and histogram. Using this method, you can understand the data distribution, and it can be used for further analysis. So thank you for joining me. We hope this session helped you understand how to create and interpret cumulative frequency curve. Don't forget to check out our other videos in the data science and AI lecture series for more insights and tutorial. Please like, subscribe and stay tuned for more. And finally, I will tell you that in the AI and data science series or data science and AI series, this is my 100th video on statistics. In upcoming videos, I will bring concepts related to probability, linear algebra, calculus and information theory. So series would be very long, but once you understand, you would be master at data science and artificial intelligence. So thanks for watching the video and supporting me. Thank you everyone.